ain't tryna think about you no more. I don't wanna think about these closed doors. When I say I'm done, I'm so sure. I don't wanna think about you no more. I just need an update, up late. Think about how we can solve this problem. You say I'm wrong, I say we need to get to the bottom.
All right, there it goes. That's it. Welcome to the show, my boy. Glad to have you on, man. It's been glad you were able to come out here from Kansas, man. It's crazy. So yeah, so music. Tell us about what your new stuff coming out.
The newest
what
stuff.
put you on the path?
All right, so the newest stuff that just popped off that I just dropped, it was the 3Ls #2. 3Ls #2 went pretty good and got like songs called like Crashing Down, So Fine, and Say Something. It's really like I wouldn't say I make like relationship music, but like sometimes you gotta be low key soft when it comes to some of this music stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I try to spread some of that love out there. You know,
kind of more like melodic. That's,
exactly.
Honestly, those songs. I like those songs a lot. Whenever you come out, like we singing, it's good, bro. It really is.
I appreciate that.
What do you like more, like rapping or singing?
Both.
Yeah,
it's 50-50.
Or beat making.
Ooh,
or mixing.
See now, that beat making, I started beat making. So like when it comes to like my beat making, I work with like Mon Jumping. He got a I think it's North Carolina, South Carolina. I say he's from one of those states, but he a good beat maker. So he taught me a lot of stuff, way more than what I already knew. And so it's like beat making coming.
How'd you get in with him?
So he in the Army.
Really?
I met him in a AIT.
Okay.
And then he was like, I called him. I was on CQ one time when I got to Fort Riley, and I seen him coming in the door, and I was like, bro, you look like you make music. I don't know, something in my body. I was like, yeah, you look like you make music. He was like, I do. And I said, you make beats, bro? He's like, yeah. He popped out the phone, started showing me all these beats that he made, bro. I was like, yeah, that shit hard.
Right then and there. That's kind of like how we started, like how we became friends too. Like, yeah, you tell him.
Yeah, it was all right. So it was the first time. It was my first day in the real Army and stuff. I fresh out of training, and I walk in this big old office, and there's a bunch of desks. I'm like, man, it's gonna be the most crappiest day of my life. Like I said, I already want to go home, and so I walk in there and I see Sergeant Kaufman or something, like Sergeant Kaufman. And he was like, hey, how you doing? I said, man, good. Can't call it, you know what I'm saying? But me standing at parade rest and shit. And then he was like, you know what? What'd you tell me? He was like, what are you gonna do when you get in the Army? I said, make music. He said, yeah, me too. And I was like, oh yeah, lock in.
Yep. And then we just came in from there.
Lock in. That was hard. That was it.
What was the first song you ever made? Do you remember? Like first completed song?
When I think I was 6.
Really? 6 years old?
Yeah.
Really? Were you using like instruments? Were you using like just singing and rapping, or like what was it just like in your head?
I was in the studio with my pops, and he made this. He's like, if you want to rap, you gotta make your own beat.
Really?
Beat was not good, but I still rapped.
Made it when you were 6 years old.
Yeah.
So you pretty much been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, it was real. I was real young, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you say like that's kind of what inspired you, like your family, like everyone in your family been in musical kind of thing?
Everybody. And so like my mom, she sings in the church, you know what I'm saying, growing up singing in the church. And she tried to get me and my sister to sing in the church. And so I was like, I can do that. And then I just stopped doing it. I just kind of started getting like stage fright, because I was like seeing everyone look at me. I was like, oh yeah, I'm older now. Like when I was younger, I used to just sing with my sister holding her hand on the stage and stuff. But then now it's like it comes naturally now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will say I haven't, like, all the success I've had with music is most definitely God though. I did a lot of praying on that. So,
really?
Yeah. So I really do thank everything for real.
Yeah, that's great. It's good to hear, bro. It's like it's crazy. Man. I was telling you before you came out here, like this past year, like my whole life, like has kind of changed, bro. Like honestly, like my relationship with God has gotten a lot closer, and it's like everything has changed, bro. Like it really is. Like once you pray about something, it's like it comes, bro. It comes.
I'm telling you, it comes naturally. It might not come right then and there, but most definitely that's when you start the manifestation. That's when you start, you know what I'm saying. You start getting real close with them. You know what I'm saying. So I feel like with the whole praying and trying to be like, I'm gonna get, like, how do I say? I feel like some people are like hoping it comes right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Or like being impatient, if you will. But I feel like when you are patient, it comes quicker.
Patience is such a big deal. It's such a hard thing to do though too, because like especially for us, like being ambitious and being young, it's hard to have patience because it's like we know our ability, and it's like, especially you and I, like we know our ability, we know what we can do, we know what we should be, but it's like just waiting for it to happen is like the biggest thing for me, at least. That's like a challenge. What do you think? Do you have a hard time like waiting for things to come, or like what do you do to like kind of calm yourself down? Because I'm sure, like for me at least, whenever I'm thinking about a subject, and it's like I see how I want it to end, it's like I try to, it's like I overthink it. You know what I mean? I overthink it because it's like I know like where it should be, but like trying to get there is like hard, like for career or whatever, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like for like music career, like even when I was in the army, bro, it's like where I want my career to go. Like I wanted to be a staff sergeant, I wanted this, I wanted that, and then it's like it didn't come, or it took a long time, and it's like waiting for things. But I feel like you learn lessons in waiting too, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense. I feel like, you know how people say like sometimes patience is a virtue.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big virtue. So I feel like as long as you stay positive, I feel like staying humble is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like if you keep yourself humble, don't be like, okay, it's like, you know what I'm saying, I can get a like $1 million deal, right? And that $1 million could change somebody. Like
Yeah.
make them change for real. But like if you give me $1 million, like there's so much stuff I can do with that $1 million. But like some people will buy jewelry with it. You understand? Some people buy a hella cars, or like, but not even buy a house.
Right.
Like all that money, you ain't buy a house. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just, I feel like you have to stay really humble, because I ain't gonna hold you. God can give it to you, but he could real most definitely take that thing away too. Cause like it'll be like you never, like where you, like it will, he'll take it away so quick you won't even know what hit you. Like you won't even know like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny you say that, because I feel like when it comes to sermons and stuff I've been listening to recently, and like with God, it's so important to be thankful for what you do have. Like a lot of times, like, you know, I'm thinking now, like, you know, I have a house now and I'm in college. Like for the longest time, bro, when I was in the army, that's literally all I prayed for, was just to be out, like to be free and go to college, be able to make my own decisions. And now that like I'm here, so it's like I kind of like you were saying, remain humble and not like, because it's easy once you reach your goals to try to think of like, well, what's next, and that's a good thing because it keeps you ambitious, keeps you up your work ethic and things like that. But at the same time, I feel like it's important to stop and kind of just realize like what you've been blessed with so far, like what you've been blessed with up until now. Like even with family, like around the holidays, you know, like a lot of people, like whenever I see people complaining like a ton about their family, it's like I get it, because like, you know, we all have family that's, you know, irritating or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, you know, a lot of people don't have family, bro. Like especially in the army, you know, I'm sure we both know people who like don't really have a lot of family, especially around the holidays.
Yeah.
Like being grateful and kind of just like realizing what we have. Like what I like to do in the mornings, I like to try to like take some quiet time when I wake up, because I usually wake up pretty early, and I try to like just like reflect on what I have, kind of where I've been, and not dwelling on the past, like reflecting but not dwelling on the past, and then trying to just move on from there.
Yeah, it makes sense. I feel like dwelling is a lot. It's a lot. You can most definitely worry yourself into a hole, into a pit that you sometimes might not be able to get out of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, my mom taught me that. Like you can't be dwelling on a bunch of things that you can't control. Because I feel like you can cry all day about something, but that don't mean it's not gonna change anything. You're just gonna keep crying and crying and crying to yourself into a circle. Like I feel like you just gotta keep your head up.
Yeah.
Do stuff chin up, chest out. You know.
Let me ask you this: so, where do you pull your inspiration for your songs from? Like life experience, things you've witnessed, things you've seen, or is it like a little bit of everything?
All the above, a little bit of everything. Because, like I say, you know this song, Walking Different. Like, that was just like me seeing, like, going hang out with my friends in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to, like, just have fun, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, there's so much fun things. Like, I feel like, I don't know, man. I'm tongue-tied. It's like, I'll say, yeah, Walking Different. That's just me, like, chilling with my homies. Like, just having fun, you know what I'm saying?
Because I feel like each song, like, even me now, like, even get dabbling into the music stuff. Like, I do more video, live production things, but, like, I'm just now getting into the music a lot more, especially with FL and stuff. It's like, every time you make a new song, it's like a whole different journey almost. It's like a new
Most
vibe.
definitely.
It's like,
I feel like you'll find so much creativity between all of them. You know what I'm saying? So like beat making, you can like anything you think of, like just think like you can think of any type of melody in your head and make it come to life. And I feel like if that's not beautiful, bro, I don't know what it is. That's just something hard.
So when you go to make a beat, do you like already have like it in your head of what you want it to sound like, or do you start playing around with it, or you see what it happens, or do you do both? Like I guess you could do both for all this stuff.
It all depends on the day, cause like you could be like okay, you can be like, damn, these 808s sound good with these hi hats. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bet let me do triplet notes on there. You know what I'm saying? And then you could be like, all right, let's add a bass line. And then you got 808s on it, you're golden. Like you have some bass added to your speakers. Like always something to make someone feel joyful. You know what I'm saying? Or just feel good in the moment. You know. So
can you read music?
Yeah, I can.
Really?
I played trumpet since I was like, what grade I was in? Like 5th grade, all the way up to senior year. In
Seriously?
High school. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I was in marching band. So yeah, marching band. I was like second chair.
I took this class this past semester. It was literally called Experiencing Classical Music. And all we did was listen to, like, they had orchestras, 4-string quartets, like duos, single people come in and just play classical music. And honestly, I really enjoyed it, like, a lot. And like seeing how classical music can affect like movies too, because that's what I'm studying is film.
Right.
So they played like a scene from Lord of the Rings. And I don't know if you've seen it at all. Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I've watched all
you know
of them. It's been a minute though.
Yeah, they have the classical music and it's like big and bold and like
yeah.
And they were showing like the power of music. They showed like that scene where they're like running, playing that big classical music orchestra band, and then they like would change the music out for something else. And it just goes to show like how much the music really does affect like the whole mood of everything. Not even just films, but like just if you're listening to music in the club, like, you know, if you're out dancing or whatever, like at a bar or club, and they're playing Heat, and they put on a song where it's just like, ooh, like the whole mood changes.
It's like DJ, why you just spin that back, DJ? You know what I'm saying? No, it's hard. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I feel like.
So where do you see yourself going, man? Tell me what the goal is. Tell me what the goal is.
I'm going to Orlando, Florida. That's my plan. I want to move there, Orlando, Florida. I'm going to go to college at Full Sail University.
Yeah.
It's a full little ride, little music session I can get. I'm have my own studio, personal studio to myself. Have anybody in there? Just I feel like I wouldn't be able to sing or rap if I couldn't have made beats. You know what I'm saying? Because I started making beats first. I wanted to be a producer. And then I was like, let me pick up this pen a little bit more. And then I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna rap then. And then all of a sudden, I made a love song, and then the singing came too.
Which one?
Ooh, what was one I first dropped? It'd probably be All I See, No Hate, No Lies, and My Fault. That was on the 3 L's part 1.
Yeah.
3 L's 1. That album went crazy.
What's the song where it's like, I need a girl by my side who's always down the ride?
Oh, Down the Ride. I made that in AIT when I first joined the art.
AIT, that song's hard, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I've ever played it. I have it on my SoundCloud playlist still.
Oh, word.
Yeah, Down the Ride, bro.
I made that in AIT, but like it was with my homeboy Jay. No, he just passed away actually. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, no, R.I.P. my dog, man. But yeah, he was like, I remember when I finished recording my verse. And all of a sudden they called over the PDA or whatever, and they were like, yeah, Private Ambler, come to the CQ desk. And I was like, I gotta go. He's like, so you just gonna make a verse and just leave me by myself? I said, they called me to the CQ desk. But yeah, that was my dog, man.
Once you get called, you don't really got a choice.
I remember, got a choice at all.
When I was in AIT, oh my gosh, bro, I was just on the phone with my dog Randall the other day because we were in AIT together. Bro, that shit was honestly so fun. Being at AIT was so fun,
fire.
bro.
It was fire.
Yeah,
for sure.
That reminds me of one time when it was like Sar Mayonnaise or something. We called him Sar Mayonnaise. But I was down like in another of my boys' room. He was in second platoon. I was in first platoon, and it was like a big long hallway. So it was like first platoon was on this side, and then second platoon was on this side. And I was down here in the room, and then the lights out was like 9 o'clock, I think. And I was down in his room when it was lights out, and I was like, I didn't realize. So, and then the cameras all up in the hallways. You know how it goes. So like I try to like pull my camel back like kind of like over my face so they wouldn't see who it is. And I like took off out the hallway and started sprinting like as fast as I possibly could. And like got to my room, was in the bed, boom, boom, boom. Bro, like 20 minutes later, Star Mayonnaise comes, bangs on my door, and it's like, hey, Speed Demon. It made me like, bro, clean the mop closets. The whole bro for like 2 hours, bro. The whole CQ shift, I basically relieved them. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm sure you got stories like that from the Army.
Oh, let me think. I never got caught though.
Really?
I never got caught.
You don't have any crazy NCO stories or anything?
Crazy.
What about Fort Knox?
Fort Knox. Fort Knox, that is crazy. I remember they were like you can't go off post. You're restricted to off post access. And as soon as Fort Knox, like you're in the middle of nowhere. But as soon as you get out there, it's like the ghetto. Like I'm talking about, they got all the chicken spots open till 3 o'clock in the morning. You got Taco Bell open till 5, 24 hours. You got McDonald's. You got Slim Chickens. That stuff's nasty though. They got like
I don't think I've heard of that.
Slim Chicken. It's like some, I don't know. I think it's like some southern chicken spot. It's all right, but like I'm not eating it. It's just be tasting dry and stuff. You need some ranch or hot sauce with it or something. But like they had every type of restaurant you could think of out there. So one night I was like, you know what?
Where even is that at?
It's in Kentucky.
Is there a city by it?
What's the capital of Kentucky? It's like an hour away from there.
Lexington? Is it Lexington? Lexington is the capital of Kentucky?
Nah, I'm trying to think. You gonna type it up? Like,
yeah, he's gonna look it up.
I got you.
Look it up. This is horrible. Can't believe I don't know this right now.
Yeah, we looking crazy right now.
I'm a fucking geography major.
Yeah.
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt, Kentucky.
Where's Muhammad Ali from? He from Kentucky though.
Muhammad Ali?
Yeah.
What else do you think comes from Kentucky besides bats?
Oh, Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville,
Kentucky.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, that's right. It's right. It's like an hour away from Louisville, Kentucky. So this is what we're doing. So we're over there. So we snuck off post. Louisville, Kentucky's like an hour away. So everyone want to go out to club, right? You want to go out and want to go somewhere, driving to Louisville at night.
And y'all snuck off post and drove an hour to Louisville.
Hour to Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing around.
Yeah.
They got a local bar, but when we walked in, some biker bar. I was like, nah, I'm good, man. It's like some stuff out of a movie. You know the movie Get Hard?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so you know when Kevin Hart and then Will Ferrell walk into that the big barn with all the little biker gang and stuff.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looked like. I walked in, I walked right. I said, no, we're going to Louisville. When we go out there, and we got some homeless people out there and stuff. They getting kicked out the bar. Dude got kicked out, got landed on his back. And I'm talking about he over there getting kicked out of every club.
Really?
Yes. I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. It was funny though.
I feel like outside of most military bases is like ghetto like that. Like outside of Wahiwa and in Hawaii is like that. It's like crackheads. There's literally a tent city. Like if you're going down like into this bridge to like this wooded area where there's like tons of just like tents and shacks just like in the woods there. And like outside of Fort Riley, Junction City is like
Junction. Nah, Junction.
Bro, one time
City.
I had a tattoo appointment, and as I was coming out, like right outside the gate, they had those brick buildings right outside of like the gate where the Shell is or whatever.
Yeah,
like brick apartment buildings.
Parker Gate. No. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Parker Gate. Yeah. And there was literally like the whole block was like cops everywhere. They had like guns out raiding the building. I was like, I had like just pulled off post. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Time to go to Manhattan, man.
Yeah, Fort Riley.
Nah, Fort Riley not. I don't know. I feel like they should just move it away, move up, just shut down Fort Riley or something.
That's what I said, because this is what's crazy. So I actually was like adamant about this when I was there, because I was like, why is there a base in the middle of freaking Kansas? And so I looked it up. You know how like they have the horses and everything there?
Yeah.
And like they're real big on calves. So apparently like the first calf division was in Fort Riley during the Oregon Trail. Like literally the Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
It was like a waypoint for like the settlers and the pioneers.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. That's why they have all those old buildings, like the Kasar building and everything.
Over the bottom of the hill and stuff.
At the bottom of the hill. Yep. And
little limestones and stuff.
Yeah. They got all that stuff, all those statues and whatever. But why do they have? But there's no Oregon Trail anymore, so why do they got the base still there? Just for tradition?
They ain't got Yo, did you hear about the so you know how like there's a all right, so you know where the cavalry field is, cavalry parade field or whatever? Yeah. So you know how like they have the fence post that's like a real small square fence post? You know what I'm talking about?
In Cavalry Field?
Yeah, in the Cavalry Field.
I think so.
Behind the stands.
Yeah, okay.
There's a horse buried there.
Really?
Taxidermy horse. So like you know how like
is that where like by a statue is?
Yeah,
yeah,
the guy's statue,
I heard about that.
The guy's
there's a horse buried.
The
right
horse
there.
is buried right there.
Yeah,
like,
they were doing some weird things, man.
I heard that they buried the guy on the horse.
On the horse, probably. Was it Custard?
Yeah, Custard. Calvary. Yeah, something like that. It's near Long's Gym or whatever it's called. No, there's
King's Gym.
King's Gym.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, there's no. Like, why would you do that?
that's weird.
Corny.
And they still like have those little tours where they show everyone where the Fort Riley everything is.
Yeah, they still got the little tours, little white vans coming around and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then listen to this. So I feel like some weird stuff's happening in the army. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like what?
I've never seen an entourage of Freemasons anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
In the army?
Yeah.
Where'd you see it?
Like at the dental clinic. At the
Really?
dental clinic, yes.
What were they doing?
I don't know. Sitting in a van and then sitting in a truck. And what's crazy is that I walk out and I'm like, yeah, it's time for me to leave. Me and my cousin Malachi. You know what I'm talking about? Mally. So like, he says, "Hey, look straight and look at the back of the bumper." It says like President Freemason, got the little symbol and stuff. Like,
okay, so explain. Catch me up. Explain to me Freemasons and all this. I don't even really track all that out, to be honest.
So Freemasons, they're like, how do I put it? So like,
I mean, you can dance around it or whatever. You don't
Yeah.
gotta die. We don't gotta dive
know
in
what
like
I'm
that. You know, what I'm saying? We don't gotta go that
know.
crazy. But
well, it's like, I'll say it like this: people ask like, "Do you know the light?" You know what I'm saying? They ask, "Do you know the light?" And it's like, if you say yes, you explain what the light is, and if you don't know it, you don't know it. You walk
but it's
away.
all like exclusive.
It's like Illuminati
exclusive to their club.
Yeah, Masonic. Like they said that there's so many masonry symbols in this world. It's like crazy. Like the Google symbol. You know how like it has like the yellow circle.
Yeah.
And it has like the arrows going down. And
So is it a conspiracy thing or is it like a proven true? Like
I don't know if it's
do we know?
I don't know if it's proven. I don't know.
Do you believe conspiracies?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which ones?
Aliens?
Do you care to share?
Aliens.
Aliens.
Aliens
is
are
that
real.
a conspiracy though? Like I think aliens are probably real. They have to be, wouldn't they?
Okay.
I mean, if you look at like, have you seen those pictures of like the Milky Way galaxy without light pollution?
Yeah.
Or like, have you ever been somewhere remote
Yeah.
where you can see the sky?
Yeah.
There's no way, bro. There's no way it's just us. I mean,
No
no
Yeah,
way.
It's not just us. It's not just us.
Yeah.
Because you think about this, they say like I've seen people talking about some you know how they said like Mars is like just like equal to Earth.
Yeah.
The oxygen is just different. But they say we can adapt to Mars's oxygen. You know what I'm saying?
Mars doesn't. Wait, who said Mars? I don't think Mars has an
NASA.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
They do?
Ooh, it used to though.
Oh yeah, it used to.
It used to.
They said Mars used to be covered in oceans.
Not water, land.
Because there's ice on Mars right now.
Mm.
You know, Elon.
There's also organism and insects on Mars.
Really? You know, Elon Musk is trying to colonize Mars.
I don't know why he would do that. That's money.
He's got it.
Go ahead and
Well,
do
you know, you sure what Jeff Bezos is trying to do?
Mm.
He's trying to make floating space colonies. Like, have you seen like Up, or not Up? What's that movie? Wall-E.
Wall-E?
Like Wall-E. Yeah, like Wall-E, or like have you seen
Who
Interstellar?
wants to do that?
Yeah, or like have you seen Interstellar, where like
I know
at the end it's got that big circular ship that just like floats through space. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. And they're like two billionaires like trying to like do a space race.
Put your money together. Go ahead and see what happens, man. Put your money together. Put your money together and see what happens.
That's
man.
that's the thought that crossed my mind. Is like if
I
you
feel
have
like
two.
if they're really thinking about this, bro, they might as well just do it. Because something tells me like this is that something tells me they've done it already. It just failed.
You think so?
Okay.
You think the initial moon landing was real?
No.
No.
There's no wind in space.
So what do you?
Why is your flag?
Because of the flag.
Why is your flag moving? There's no wind in space.
What if they were?
They were blowing on it?
I don't know.
They can't blow on it. They got the mask on.
I'd like to believe that they went to space, just because I don't want to think that like it runs that deep. But do we know?
I don't think they went to space, bro. I wonder why.
You think they go now?
It's a firmament. You ever heard of the firmament?
Mm-mm.
So the atmosphere is a firmament. There's a firmament, an exosphere, some hososphere. I don't know. There's some
with the ozone and all
the
that.
ozone and stuff like that. The hemisphere and stuff
Mhm.
like that. I was told there's a firmament on the top of it. A firmament holds water.
Really?
And I seen like videos of NASA. Like there's live footage. Like you can go on NASA website. You can watch live streams.
So you think there's water above
Of
in the
course.
atmosphere?
Yeah.
Like clouds, or what do you mean? Like an actual like layer of liquid water?
I feel like there's somewhat. If you've seen like the outer side, like have you ever seen like pictures of like space from space, like pictures of space down and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
You see the sun. They said the sun's real close to the earth. It's not. It's far away.
Mm-hmm.
It's just big. You understand? So it's like something tells me that when they shot a rocket up, it goes around. It curves around when you shoot a rocket up. Just like when you shoot a bullet. You shoot a bullet. If you shoot a bullet in the air, it curves. It comes right back down. Curves.
So do you think they went to go to space now?
Do you think they?
So look, I'll tell you this story.
With correct technology, they could have.
I'll tell you this story. This is what's crazy. This happened to me when I was in high school. It was 4th of July, and I was like me and a bunch of dudes I played football with. We were out in this field like shooting off fireworks, you know, being teenagers. And I saw this thing, bro. Literally, it looked like a star, but it was like streaking across the sky, like fast, like super fast. And I was like, "What is that?" And I like pointed out, and we were all seen it. And I had the app on my phone that you pull up, and you can like point at the stars, and like it'll tell you what it is or whatever. And this thing, it was like a star, like going fast, and it wasn't a plane. Like clearly, wasn't a plane.
Star? No shooting star.
No, it wasn't a shooting star because it was going across the entire horizon.
Was it blinking?
Nope, it was not blinking. It was just like a star moving. And so I pointed the app up to the sky, like, and it tells you what all the constellations are and everything. Bro, literally, like as I was pointing my phone on that, it said International Space Station, like the ISS is what I was looking at. Like going across the sky.
That's fast.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard.
Yeah. 4th of July. Because I was in the cornfield, so it was like, there wasn't really a lot of light pollution because we were out there shooting off fireworks. Yeah. Right.
No, that sounds hard. That's kind of cool. Crazy that you say something about like something that's like going out in the sky. I was back on Fort Riley, and I was at Woodside Gym. And I'm sitting in the passenger seat with Matt. No, this one I had my Jeep. So I'm sitting in the driver's seat, and Mally's in my passenger seat, and there's a line of lights,
like in the sky,
they're blinking separately, just blinking and stuff. And so I'm like, what is that? So I'm with Trey. I'm with Trey, my homeboy that we shot walking video with, and he's like, man, that look crazy. He said, because you know he saw hood, man. That stuff look crazy, bro. I don't know what that is. I'm like, he said, man, we gotta go. I was like, chill, watch. Thing starts like going like a wave, and it starts blinking.
So we all were looking.
We're all looking at it. People are stopping in the road where you can see.
Seriously, it was like, was it big?
I'm talking huge. Everyone's stopping in the road. That's crazy that you say that. So I'm over here like, what type of stuff is we missing here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know aliens is real. He could be one. You could be.
You think they've been here already?
I'm being real, bro. Like you could be what I wouldn't know. Look, he laughing. He like, man, he right. Look, he mysterious.
So you think aliens have already been here?
Of course.
So you think like pyramids, all that?
Of course. Pyramids are beacons.
What was it? What was it? I was looking up. It was like
King Tut's.
The blocks of quartz they were cutting were like hundreds, if not like thousands of pounds, and they were moving them like hundreds of miles from a quarry.
How do you do that? Not with ours. Not with their technology. They got a levee and pulley system. You know what that is? Where they got a little circular gear with the rope. Come on, man. You can't tell me. That.
I don't know. I don't see. I don't think that.
You can't tell me that. What they using bark? Like what? Come on, man. You can't tell me that. You can't. There's no way. You using a camel?
I don't know.
You need 4 or 7 of them to move one brick.
I don't know what they did.
It's like trucks, like.
I don't want to believe that aliens came and built the pyramids, but it's like I know a lot of people do think that. I don't know. Like I feel like there's so many things I just don't know. Honestly, that's the biggest thing for me too. Like, you know, there's some people that like just like have to get to the bottom of things about everything. I feel like for me, like I really like got a lot more peace in my life when I was just like, I don't know about some things. You know what I'm saying?
You know how they say if what you don't know won't hurt you. That's what I think about it.
Ignorance is bliss.
Exactly. Because I'll be danged if someone knocked on that door right now and there's an alien looking at this crazy like, we heard you talking that, right? I'll be like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be like, Mason, come here, man. It's for you. It's him.
Yeah. Because I mean, I've had people that like try to like put all these, and the thing about conspiracies is like no one really knows. So it's like for me, I just know like a big thing. I talked about this before. I think like when I was in the Army, a big thing for me was like, you know, they say like 50-meter target. It's kind of cheesy, but like what's right in front of you. So like for me, like I try to focus more like what I can actually work on, do, see, instead of like, it's fun to talk
Working
about,
on
and it's
what
fun.
ifs and stuff
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
fun to talk about. And it's fun to like, think and come up with ideas and just BS about it. But like, there's some people that take it to the extreme, like all day long, sitting thinking about it. I don't know. I just can't do that. I don't know. I just feel like, what do you think
Do you have doubts?
about what?
Do you have doubts that some of this stuff may be true?
I mean, of course,
Okay, so
of course.
I'll keep it like this then. My mom told me, wouldn't you rather believe in something and find out it wasn't real than not believe it? Find out it wasn't real, or believe in or not believe in something and found out it was real.
Right.
Like that stuff stuck with me. Like, man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna believe in something. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like this. I'll say it like this. Just like when it comes to like Christianity and Jesus and stuff like that. Just because I haven't seen him doesn't mean Job from 1200 BC ain't seen him. You know what I'm saying? If you got this much proof on somebody being real, and this much, like, you know what I'm saying, you got technology, you got pictures of the stones, you got Noah's Ark, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you got this much proof, man, it gotta be real. Who would waste their time and make something fake, bro? Like, and waste my time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you wait, I'll say this. Let's say I die and comes to find out Jesus ain't real. Dang. You know what I'm saying? I believed in him though. And let's say I didn't believe in him and I died and I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
I'm looking stupid. I'm looking dumb.
It's interesting you say that because, like, coming with, like, I feel like a lot of people, especially on social media, do, like, just create fake stuff, though.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, just for clickbaits and stuff. It's, like, it's weird, though, because, like, even though I have a podcast, it's, like, I'm generally against, like, clickbait and stuff, even though I run a podcast. But it's, like, I honestly, I just do this for fun. Like, I do this because I like to practice my production skills, and it gives me, like, an actual project to work on. It's like a hobby for me, like, being able to get the equipment, set it up, make it do right. Like, I just got a switcher. Excuse me. So that makes it way easier because, like, my roommate is over there being my producer. But because before, like, I would have each camera run separately, and then I had to go in post production and, like, sync everything and, like, manually, like, cut each piece. But I won't get too technical into it. Basically, like, me running the podcast is just fun. But okay, I need to address this now while I'm thinking about it. I had stopped dropping episodes.
Oh yeah.
For months. I hadn't dropped an episode since, like, July. But yeah, because
That's crazy.
last time I dropped the episode was in Colombia with my boy Bell and my boy Bull. We were all in Hawaii together. But yeah. So basically, I had stopped doing episodes because I was coaching football, high school football, and I was loving it. It was fun. Defensive back coach, working with the JV squad, calling the defense. Yeah. So it was a great time. But we were working pretty much 7 days a week, so I didn't have time to podcast during that time. So hopefully, upcoming this next season, I can get my workflow down enough to where it's, it shouldn't be that much post-production or editing to do it. I could still, like, go through and release episodes consistently. Kind of just building that workflow.
See, there ain't nothing wrong with that. As long as you just keep that grind. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, you might say this is a hobby right now, but, like, what happens if, you get what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro.
You see what I'm saying? He might not be sitting in that chair. He'll be sitting up in the back of the stage and got all these lights, all these, you know what I'm saying, controllers he working with.
Yeah.
Me and you might not be sitting in these chairs. You know, sitting in rolly chairs with a gold table. You know what I'm saying? You never know. I'm just saying, like, you gotta manifest this stuff, man.
No, and
like, this stuff's real. And
it's true. And, like, I believe it. Like, a big thing too. And I've seen things come to fruition whenever you just be consistent. Like, honestly. Like, my friend Bull he's real big on this. He was telling me about this. Like, as long as you stay consistent, like, eventually people fall off. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get, like,
but whose choice is that?
It's their own. Exactly.
It's their fault that they lost their motivation. You gotta keep on finding motivation somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you lose motivation, that's not on me. It's not on him. It's on yourself. Because you're the only person that could drive yourself to actually do something that you want to do. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'll say it like this. You can have, like, you talking about football. One of them kids, I'll say any kid with any team could be like, okay, today's going to be a crap day. It's going to be a bad day. You're going to have a bad day.
Right.
You're already losing your motivation before you even touched on the field. I might have a bad day. I'm about to fumble the ball. You're gonna end up fumbling that ball. Your words are like are curses. I'm telling you, you can do it. If you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it.
That's so true.
Because you believe that you were gonna actually fail.
That's funny you say like the
crazy.
positivity and everything. It's true. Like speaking into existence. That's what I tell them. That's what I tell anyone. Like if you tell yourself like I'm going, like I expect to win. Like I expect to, and not just in football but or sports, but anything in life. Like for me, excuse me, like even though this may not be like super huge right now, I'm like my goal is to run a successful podcast just because I want to, bro. Like let me ask you this: where do you pull your motivation from? Like, can you even pinpoint it? Because for me, it's hard to pinpoint exactly where it's just like in my DNA. You know what I mean?
Faith, man. Faith. Like I know that. Man, I feel like it's my faith. I'm with my music, for an example, that's my dream. Nobody's gonna take that dream away from me, cause it's something I got. You know what I'm saying? I've been in trouble when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Getting in trouble in school, getting in fights. You know what I'm saying? Doing things I'm not supposed to be doing, and hang around the wrong people. I was gonna go down that wrong path. That was the motivation. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing everybody else doing. I'm thinking it's cool. You understand? And then once something, I feel like this. Every action causes a reaction, whether it's negative and positive. It's all based on what your actions are. You understand?
Yeah.
What you're doing with your physical. So it's like I feel like because I was doing bad and I was thinking negative things were happening. Like you just gotta keep, like you said, positivity. Like that's where I grab my motivation from, and that's where I think you should or he should or she. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, because as long as you put your head into something, you can most definitely do so many things.
Right?
You understand? Like everyone has to start off somewhere. I was starting off with a Dell laptop and a Kai MPK Mini 2, not even a 3, a 2. And you know what I'm talking about, like small little board. And then all of a sudden I'm moving up to big computers. I'm going to real studios with booths and stuff. And I'm like, man, there's so much stuff I'm gonna do. Maybe I'm not gonna do good. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing everybody else that was already there making their money off their music, and I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't promoting my stuff. I was just saying, hey, I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a singer. And everybody was like, oh yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like people do that. And those are the people who you have to keep close to you. You understand? People say don't use people to get somewhere. I ain't gonna hold you. The people that bring you down, you use them. You use that energy that they gave you, and you turn that into positivity, and you can put that into a song.
Yeah.
So like relationships that I've been in, or like flings, if you will, you know what I'm saying, or females that I've spoken to, or getting in arguments with. I feel like perfect. The love songs I made, the 3 L's, because it takes 3 things in love to make something be complete. So it's like, boom, 3 L's 1. All right, bet. I got no hate, no lies. I don't want to hate her. I don't want to lie to her. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to love each other. And then that's all I see from it. You know, that's number 2. But at the end, if it fails, is it my fault or is it yours? And that's just like some of the things I got from that. So like the 3 L's 2, you got crashing down. So I'm crashing down when it comes to arguments. But then sometimes it doesn't matter. You know how Drake said, if Pre don't come with something, well then I dead it. Like that's like you can be as fine as possible, but if you don't come with smarts, I don't want you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta say something. You ain't got nothing to say once I'm right.
Yeah. So
you get mad at what I have to say because I'm right. That make no sense. You know?
Well, that's how it goes, right?
Exactly how it goes. Exactly how it goes. I know the game so well.
She gets
mad.
What is it? If she gets mad, I apologize. But then I get mad, then she gets mad, then I apologize.
Like what I gotta, shorty, what am I apologizing for? What I gotta apologize to you for? Because what you saying to me, you're mad because I finished the argument? Because I told you something that you didn't like, even though I'm right? You mad at the truth, huh?
So do you think it's best like to just walk away?
I don't.
What do you think the best like whenever like if you're in a relationship and a girl starts like chirping or whatever, what do you even do? Like I used to just walk away. Oh, and my ex used to always be like, "Oh, why are you gonna just walk away? Like that's not." I'm like, "Well, what do you want me to do?"
I don't argue. I make music.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't argue. I make music. I don't got nothing else to say. And I
Yeah.
promise it might sound cliche about me saying that, but like, nah, I don't argue. I make music, man.
Yeah.
I don't got nothing to say.
No, that's not cliche. I mean, it is what it is. Like,
I don't got. It's just me being honest. Like
same way. Like you know.
but I'll let you know when you're wrong, though. You understand?
Yeah.
I'll most definitely let you know when you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because you don't have no. Like, I'll get like. You ever heard like, you have a girl best friend? You guys must have did something together.
Right.
No, just that's gang.
Yeah.
That's like a sister figure. I feel like some men. I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? Keep a girl best friend to be like solidified, to feel whole. Like if you need like sympathy, you need someone to say, "Oh, it's gonna be okay." You know what I'm saying? "Oh, I love you. You're gonna do just fine." Blase, blase, blase. Yeah, I'm gonna keep a girl best friend that keeps me up, most definitely. And I can do it vice versa as a brotherly aspect. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way she's gonna be in a sisterly aspect for me. You know what I'm saying? My situations. Just I don't have to do anything with my girl best friend for you to think that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like some women, I'm not gonna say all, but some of y'all females be, you know what I'm saying, be just pulling something from the dirt. I don't know where you guys are. I don't know what you guys are eating in, or what's in the air, what's in your water, but you guys be pulling arguments from the dirt for no reason.
Right.
And then you want to get your families into it, and then you bring your family into the mix, and then you be looking like the bad guy. I feel like us men, we always look like the bad guy in the end. What about y'all? You caused the argument, I finished it, and I'm the bad guy at the same time.
Yeah, that's typically how it goes, right? Cause I feel like with me, like even with my last relationship, like I'm sure the stories are running rampant about how I'm such a jerk and yada yada yada, but I'm just gonna leave it as it is, man.
Every story has two.
I'm at the point in my life where it's like I just don't have time for drama. I don't have time. I don't have the energy for it. I don't have the resources for it. And I feel like there's three sides to every story. This was my boy
your
Bell
side,
told me.
her side, and the
truth.
truth.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
Yep.
It's true. Like it's just, I feel like, oh, here's another one. When things don't go your way, you blame somebody else, because that's what you're mad at me because of how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You're mad at me because of what you did, and I'm the one that's up here like, you know, it's like this. It's like with girls when they cheat. Men cheat too. I have to point fingers at us before I point fingers at them too. But I'll say, okay, you cheated. Why'd you cheat? Well, I felt like I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just attracted by him and stuff like that. But I wouldn't have cheated if you wouldn't have you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have cheated if you would have showed me more attention on this day, on the day after Christmas, you know what I'm saying? You didn't hug me, you didn't cuddle me the certain way, you didn't kiss me the way I wanted you to. Like, so it's my fault that you cheated though. Ain't nobody told you to do that.
There's always an underlying reason, isn't there?
It's very faint. It's very faint.
Well, I feel like it's more just an excuse, like responsibility and just taking it up, accountability. Like, it's really weird, bro. It's at a point in, like, I feel like across the board. I mean, it's always been like this. Humans always been like that, but it's like shoving things off onto other people is just like, why is that automatically like the go-to? Just immediately like, what? I don't know. It's just weird. But like going back to what you were saying about like having a girl best friend being there, that's like it's good, sympathy, bro. Like having a female you can talk to is it's nice, bro. Yeah, like man, having a female you can talk to is nice. Like because there's some things like you were saying, like the more nurturing aspects of like being a person. Females that's what they're good at, you know. Like
that's what they're good
like
at. Going
to a female whenever I need solace, like
or I need advice. I ain't gonna hold you. I went to my female to my girl best friend every time I got in an argument with a girl that I like. Of course, I'm like, why does she think this way? Well, this is why. I'm like, how do you know that? Well, I'm a girl. Okay, cool, that makes sense. So what should I do? Apologize. Why is it always me that, like you said? Why is it me that's apologizing? I'm sorry that today's Tuesday and you want it to be Friday. You know, I'm sorry that the sky's blue and you want it to be black. I'm sorry, man. It's my fault. I'm just saying, it's my fault.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry the sky's blue and you want it to be a different color.
Yeah,
that's true though.
I'm sorry, man. Like
I saw a meme one time. It was like I can't remember the name of the guy. It's like a Greek figure. He was like holding up the world It's like have you seen that meme where it's like there's a guy anyway, the guy holding up the entire world, and there's a girl next to him, and he's like bringing the world to the girl, and she's like sitting like this, and she's like, "You must have left the moon and stars at the other girl's house."
You know what to do with the world? Do it. go ahead and get it now. Man, nah, man. It's just like I feel like there's so much things that need to be fixed when it comes to life, bro.
You want kids?
Yeah, probably just
Sons?
I would like a daughter, actually.
Really?
My daughter gonna be gangster.
You're probably the first dude I've like actually heard say they want a daughter recently.
I want a daughter. Or twins. Twins would be nice. But if I had a son, I'm naming him Katori. I don't know, it's some hard stuff, like some hard thing, or like just something like worth meaningful. You know what I'm saying? Cause like my name's Kasar. Well, it's Kasara, but like you know what I'm saying. Like nobody's gonna be like, well, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's like, I love your name. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like some hard stuff.
What about a girl?
Baylor Lynn.
Really?
Baylor Lynn.
That's a good name.
Just something cute, but like she gonna be light skinned. So it's like telling you, I need, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be light skinned, so it has to be in a mix, you know what I'm saying? So Baylor Lynn sounds hard, but I don't know. I don't want no Sabrina or Ashley. I don't want no dog
Like
name.
Hannah
or Sarah.
Sorry, all those girls
Emily.
right now who are listening with those names are like,
Hannah's.
oh my gosh, those jerks.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever. It is what it is. I'm a jerk.
You know.
Not really.
Oh, sorry. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my fault that I'm a jerk. I don't know, man. But you want kids?
Yeah.
How
I
many-
want kids.
How many you want though?
I don't know. Probably like it. I don't want to have a single child. So at least 2, 2 to 4. I'd be happy with. Yeah, 2 to 4 kids. You know, I'm trying to secure my line. You know, the Kaufman line. Even though I have like tons of cousins, but
That's a lot.
no, I want kids, bro.
4?
Yeah, I want kids, bro. I'm trying to have kids,
How many you want? See,
but I'm trying to get to the point like
none.
I want to be set up financially. I want to be set up like to the point where it's like I don't want to struggle with kids. You know what I mean? Because I feel like struggling with kids and having kids can be different.
That
A lot of
struggle is-
times they're associated as the same exact thing, but they can be different. Like,
I know how you feel.
Yeah.
The struggle, like with my mom, me and my sister. Like I remember we was in a small little house, a small little yellow house, and we lived in this was when I was in Michigan. It was in Mason, Michigan, because we lived across the cornfield from my grandparents. Small house. You know, my mom started in a baby apartment, you know what I'm saying, with just me, her, and my sister. So it's like eating bologna sandwiches, like that's all we could, you know what I'm saying? Ramen noodles or like Capri Suns or like Hugs. I grew up off of Hugs juices, little barrels and stuff. Like that was all that's all we really had. And then all of a sudden my mom was like, go to school, you know what I'm saying? She getting her things going, you know what I'm saying, for her. And then I grew up to listening to my mom put me on an Elton John CD, Crocodile Rock. Like my mom was like, "Yeah, this is your CD. Like it's for your birthday." And that's you talk about motivation for music. That's my motivation. Elton John, Crocodile. I used to sing it every day. I used to put it on. It was on track 8 for that CD, man.
For real.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
What? How old were you?
I was like 3.
Wow.
3 years
So music
old.
runs in your veins, and
Yeah, I love it, man. It's just something that just feeds me, man. It's just this whole. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everything in this world revolves around music.
yeah.
Like you hear the clock ticking.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, you can make a heartbeat off that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like.
So-
everything.
So I'm sure with you, because like it is for like like you know how when you watch a military movie, it's like it's unbearable. Like you pick out everything wrong. You're like
Forrest Gump, like
yeah. So is it the same way for you with music? Like if you hear music, are you like constant? Because I know like for me, when I go to like a live venue production, I can't help myself but like look at the cameras and look at the directing and look at the like the framing and the missing scene and trying to it's just like constantly those things that I notice. So like whenever you're listening to music, are you like, is it hard for you to differentiate between just enjoying the music and like picking it apart? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like it's easy for me because I'm always looking at like sometimes you gotta dig deep into some instrumentals when it comes to music, because like how we was talking about earlier, like samples, like you can hear you can get pick any type of song and sample it. It's gonna be totally easy, just how you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Right.
So I feel like how you said, like I remember I had went to I had my first I had a show in Kansas City, and I'm listening to everyone's sound. And so I was like, okay, so I put so many of my songs on a track on a flash drive, just in case I sound like the next person. So I was like, okay, so he's singing some BS over there, and nah, I ain't doing that one. It sounds just like my song over here, but my song was most definitely better. But you're talking about the same stuff.
Right.
You just did it worse than what I did it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, boom, take out track one.
See something fresh.
And have something fresh. And then that left me down to the two songs I was gonna perform anyways: "Walking Different" and "Hustle."
How many times have you performed?
Ooh, I performed at house parties. You talking about real concerts?
Performed.
Perform a lot.
Really?
A lot. I love house parties, man. House parties be fun. Most definitely. I don't stay for the party. I just do the house stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like I quite a few times. I remember this one time we had a house party in Fort Riley. We almost shut that thing down. I'm talking about cars were lined up from the stop sign all the way up around the you know where the big house, the big blue houses are, where the pool is. Where the pool is.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So down the hill, right next to the PX.
Yep.
So down from that stop sign from the playground, all the way up, all the way wrapped around.
For the party?
For the party.
So those military parties go crazy.
I'm talking, well, it was when I got there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I feel like Fort Riley wasn't really all that though. Like bro, when I was in Hawaii, the parties were crazy. Like especially on the post, like people. It was always like, oh, come over. But in Fort Riley, it was like,
nah, I'll talk to you next week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't call me. I don't want to talk to you.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
So I was at work at least.
You see what we did when we was bored. We just, you want to come over and make some music? Yeah, I'll come. I'll be there in like 2 minutes. Got you.
Yeah.
Down the street.
Fort Riley.
It's that easy, man. I had fun. Now I remember what was that song we had? We was making a song in your barracks room that one time.
Yeah, bro.
You said I reached the top notch. You know what I'm saying? You was getting it right. You was getting it right. That was fun, man. That was just fun times in Fort Riley but performing. Yeah, that was it.
Do you have a favorite song that you have?
I can look.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, bet. Let me see, man. I got.
Man, it's going through the archives.
I got so many. If y'all could see this, man, I got so much. These are folders full. So this is so crazy. Got so many folders.
So many
full.
songs in the vault.
So many songs in the vault. I say my favorite song that the realest thing I ever wrote. It's called Czar's Story. It's unreleased. Yeah.
Unreleased.
Czar's Story.
You told me earlier, but how many songs do you have unreleased, you think?
I say close to 300.
300 in the vault? That's insane. How much time do you think that
15.
is like equates to working on, like how much time do you think you spent working on all those songs?
I spend 15 hours every weekend.
In the studio?
In the studio every weekend.
Wow.
But then I spend about 5 hours every day after work. So
is that like
I don't go to bed till 12.
At the studio or like
at the I go to mine. It's between everything. But when I'm back in Michigan, when I was in the studio, I was in there for like 13 hours
straight. Wow.
I get there at like 11. I don't leave till 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I stay the night. I sleep over
at the studio,
and I wake up. And I'm at it again.
Wow.
Like my producer, that he just there. Elmo Beats, yeah. I remember last time I went home, and that was when I took leave. It was for my birthday, and I was like, dang. I finished my song Sideways that I showed you, the unreleased song, and then I did a feature for somebody else, and he didn't get done till like 3:30 in the morning, and so I was like, I want to. Can I work on more music or should I just go home? He was like, just do what you want. We already here. I stayed there. I went to sleep, man. Like that's just. It doesn't matter where you at. If you're comfortable and you're doing your own craft, you're not working. You know what I'm saying? Now I will say sometimes I'll be getting annoyed when the music. Like sometimes I hate my music. which is that because I listen to it. Like some of the songs are like broken records in my head. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I always have to make sure. Okay, boom. Did I mix this vocal correctly? Did I EQ the beat that I already made for the instrumental? Okay, that snare don't sound really right. It's a little bit loud. Let me tune it down. I gotta go right back into it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let me do a car test to make sure it sounds good in the car. If that car test sounds crazy, it's not gonna sound good. All right, boom. Let me make sure the headphones test sounds good. Let me mix it with my headphones. If it doesn't like sound good in the headphones, gotta redo it. I reset everything. And if the vocals don't even sound good at all after I'm done resetting, I re-record it.
Really?
Yeah.
For every song.
Every song. I have to fix my mouth the way I need to fix it. Cause like if you say something the wrong way, like you can say like two, it can come out chew. Like you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I got two of them, but I mean two of them. You gotta fix how you pronounce something.
Yeah. That's like a big thing with my boy Rod. Like when I was working on like getting on the track is just like being in tune. Cause like starting out, and I'm still kind of having a hard time with this, but like I can't like hear a song, or at least not yet, that well, and just know what key it is. Like I can't like, and this is where autotune kind of helps, because you know, like whenever your voice is like super wavering on autotune, that's how for me I know I'm not in key, so I change it up, and then once it sounds good, it's like, oh, okay, like finding that key. Like I feel like some people just are definitely more naturally musical than others. Some people just have an ear for it, and that's it.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes your voice is automatically chromatic. Chromatic is just across the whole board, so it's like you have to just, I don't know. Anybody can sing, anybody can rap. I don't care what anybody says.
Just practice.
I mean, it's not even practice. You can make I don't know. You can make an opera singer sound good. You know what I'm saying? And
with the effects.
With the effects, you can make an opera singer sound good. But it's so much. It's raw. It's raw vocals, bro. And that's like that's just like the beautiful thing about music, man. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
You can always, you know what I'm saying? You could always do it. Like, I think what started me in the singing, there would probably be a group called Matume. They had a song. It's an old song. It's like called You, Me, and He by Matume. So it's like, I listened to that song, and my dad used to sing it to me when I was younger. When I was like, if I got scared in the dark, my dad used to sing it to me. And so I just be like, oh, okay, yeah. So like, funny thing, like when I was younger, my dad didn't have no bed on the floor. He slept in the basement at my grandma's house. So we sleep in the basement, and you know, I had my room upstairs. But like my dad's was always in the studio. He had a studio already built. Everything's all good in the studio. But dude ain't had no bed. I don't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? Or he slept on the couch. So it's like, I think it's probably his back or something like that. He had back problems and stuff. But like, I used to come downstairs, and for me to sleep, he used to have this heater. He had this little box heater. Yeah, he put it on a studio stand. He put the blanket over there, and he put on the song You, Me, and He by Matume. Went to sleep. I wake up with it on replay. And eventually I started like singing a song in my head, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, you actually sound good. Say it over the mic now. And then boom, there it was. They introduced me to more singing and stuff like that. So it's like, I feel like if you eat, sleep, you know what I'm saying, chew, you know what I'm saying, you just do that to music, you're going to do so much better. Like anybody can sing, man.
Have good people around you.
Exactly. Especially the people. So I'm going to be honest with you. If you have negative vibes, you're going to make negative music.
Yeah. That's true. It's like anything.
I promise you, negative music. Like my dad, he quit rapping. My dad quit rap. But my dad plays bass. And he plays every instrument. So it's like he joined a heavy metal band. And he just got signed in a heavy metal band. So like with my dad just being signed, I don't think he sings in a heavy metal band, but he's singing with his bass. You understand? Yeah. And he's real good, going on tours and stuff like that. Just got back a couple months ago. Like, he's chilling, like he's doing really well. So it's like, I wouldn't say he quit rap, you know what I'm saying? But like,
he moved on.
Moving on. Sometimes you got to move on to bigger and better things. Sometimes it's not what you say. it's what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pops, man. He, you know what I'm saying? He's doing something.
Yeah.
But I feel like I wouldn't do anything with singing if it wasn't for my dad or my mom, though. Because, like me, I wanted to be a dancer when I was growing up. I wanted to dance.
Really?
Yeah, I want to do like one of those pop lock kids, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to dance. So it's like, I was like, nah, couldn't do it. So it's like when I was younger, I used, Happy Feet?
Mm-hmm.
I used to tap my feet a lot. Because after I seen Happy Feet when I was younger, I used to try like tap dance, you know what I'm saying? Do some like cool stuff. But like, I was like, you do good? My mom was like, yeah, you do good in that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I want to sing. And so then I had a cousin named Keithy. He brings guitar over. And I was like, I want to make a song. And so it was like some bad song. I used to have made everyone turn around in their seats just so I could sing, like, you know what I'm saying, stage fright. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was just singing, man. It's just young me, you know.
Sure. Developing.
Exactly. And I did a lot of talent shows in school, like trying to do like singing. I had like a best friend named Caleb. He sings now too.
Really?
Yeah, he's real good. But I haven't talked to him so long, man. So
wow.
That's just like so much stuff I do with music, bro. It's
yeah.
Like, that's my dream. That's why I say when I get to Florida, I'm about to shut Florida down as soon as I touch down. I promise you. As soon as I touch down in there, bro, I gotta make sure I'm doing correct and doing well, man.
Well, I'm excited for you, man. I can't wait to see you, man. Go down to Florida
you,
and
bro.
tear it up, man. We've been
real,
about an hour now. So
Yeah,
yeah, man. Tell the people where they can find you at, man. Tell any last remarks or anything. Go ahead. It's your time.
I appreciate y'all guys listening. You know what I'm saying. You can find my music on every platform every platform. LetitYB, LetitYB, yeah. For sure. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. It was good having you on, man. Pleasure.
You, bro.
We better go have some fun. But thanks again for watching. You can find me on Instagram at Kaufdropa.
Gotcha.
And then we're also trying to put up our other like Instagram too for the page, KaufdropStudios. I'll put it all in there in the description and everything. But thanks for tuning in, and let's have another good day and whatever. See you next time.
Appreciate you. It's like things start crashing down when motherfuckers start arguing and shit. Like we ain't got no time for it.